Hey, Kaylee's gonna be moving in with us.
Your sister? Why?
She's going through a divorce right now.
What happened?
I don't know. Why would I know?
You aren't worried about it? She's your sister.
It doesn't matter. All I know is that she's been kicked out of the house by her piece of trash husband and doesn't have anywhere to go.
Okay. But what made him do something like that?
What are you getting at?
Javi doesn't seem like the type of person to do something like that.
Well, you can't really tell who someone really is just from meeting them a few times.
I'm just saying that it really surprises me that he'd do something like that. Without having a good reason, that is.
You can ask some other time. It doesn't really matter right now. She's gonna be coming over tonight, so make sure to have dinner prepared for 3.
Could you wait 1 second? We're not done talking about this. What about your parents? Do they know about this?
Of course they don't. And there's no way that I'll be the one telling them. Not now, at least.
Why not?
You know how they are. Do you really think that they're the kind of people to be okay with her getting divorced? Especially my dad.
So you're keeping it from them just because you're scared to tell them?
Yeah, I guess so.
At any rate, how do you expect me to accommodate her if you're just now telling me that she's moving in today?
We don't have any other choice. Just make sure that you get things figured out before we get there. She's gonna need somewhere to sleep at least.
Excuse me, but I'm at work right now.
Okay, and you clearly have enough time to text me.
I'm on break right now, if you must know.
Well, then just stop by the house real quick if it's not that big of a deal.
You know that I can't do that.
Why not? You're just a nurse. It's not like they need you for things to function.
Except that they kind of do. Even while I'm on break, I need to be ready at a moment's notice in case I'm needed.
Don't you have doctors over there? What's the problem?
You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Us nurses are just as essential for things to go smoothly over here.
Are you sure about that? It's not like I've never been inside of a hospital. I know that you guys are basically just assistants.
I'm glad that you think so highly of me. How about you just get a hold of yourself and wait for me to get off work?
God, you are so annoying sometimes.
I'm really starting to second guess our relationship right now. Since when were you this horrible of a person?
How about you just listen to what I have to say for once instead of acting so all-important? You're not better than I am, you got that? It's not like I don't have work and I'm on track to inherit my dad's spot at the company, so I would say that my job is probably more important.
Are you sure you aren't just a regular worker at his company?
I'm his son. I'll end up captain of the ship one day. It's just a matter of working here for some time before he's convinced. Not that he needs much convincing. It was basically decided from the second I was born.
Oh, really? If you really want to end up as owner, then maybe you should stop skipping work.
What?
Your dad was talking to you about it last time we went over to your parents' house, remember? He was talking about how you're always late and taking days off without any notice.
There's no way he's really mad about that. If he wants his business to stay within the family, then he's got no choice but to overlook small stuff like that. It's not like he can fire me.
I'm not quite sure that I'm following your logic.
Anyway, how about you stop trying to get away from the original topic?
I'll talk to Kaylee directly. How about that?
Why?
It would be fine if she just needed to stay with us for a couple nights. But why do we need to house her when she doesn't even have any plans on getting back on her own feet?
Why? She's family.
If she's going to be living with us for the foreseeable future, then I at least want to have a talk with her beforehand.
It's my house. I'm the one who pays the mortgage. Why do you think that you have any say in this matter?
I'm not quite sure what you're getting at. I'm the one who bought the house.
And? It's still my name on the contract, so what does it matter? It's my house. The fact that you set things up doesn't change that.
Whatever you say. I'm still going to be living with her regardless, so I should get a say in this no matter what. I just want to talk with her and I'll let you know when I have.
Whatever you have to say, you'd better not be rude to her. She's staying with us and that's final. You got that?
My name is Angela. I'm a nurse in my mid-30s. The person who I was just talking with is my 42-year-old husband, Peter. We first met 6 years ago when he was admitted to the hospital that I work at. He approached me during his time there and we ended up dating from there. We got married 3 years ago. But for some reason, he started treating me with an attitude recently. He's also been coming home suspiciously late. And now he's coming at me with the situation with his sister, and I'm not really sure what to make of all of it. I tried to suppress my feelings about the situation and reach out to his sister, but I never would have imagined the response that I got. Hey, it's been a while. Peter just told me about how you plan on moving in with us.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I know it's sudden, but I won't get in your way.
I was just wondering why you're going to be staying at our place. It sounds like you're planning on staying with us for quite a while, too. Is there any particular reason for that?
Are you already trying to kick me out? You're not that heartless, are you?
I'm just asking you a question. If you don't have anywhere to stay, then I get that you're in a very stressful situation. I just want to know what you plan on doing from here on out and why you need to stay with us long term. It's kind of difficult to change everything up and live with an extra person in the house without any kind of notice ahead of time.
Is it really that weird for me to live with y'all? We're a family, right?
I get that. I'm just saying that it's so sudden. We don't really have the space for all of your belongings or even any way for you to sleep at the moment.
Then why don't you make more space? It can't be that hard to throw out some old stuff and tidy the place up.
You make it sound a lot easier than it really is, especially since you want to move in today. Honestly, I don't really think that it makes much sense for you to move in all of a sudden without even consulting with us ahead of time.
Excuse me?
I get that you have your own situation going on, what with the divorce and all. But it's not like you have any kids or aren't capable of taking care of yourself. Is there any reason that you have to completely move in with us?
Are you trying to say that I can't move in with y'all?
What I'm saying is that it's fine to stay here temporarily so that you have time to find a job and somewhere to stay on your own. You are capable of doing that, right?
I'm 46 years old and been married for basically my whole adult life. Do you really expect me to just pick myself up and start working on my own? I can't do it.
I don't think you really have any choice but to start working. Couldn't you at least get a part-time job?
It's easy for you to say. You're just leeching off of Peter's money, living your life however you please. And do you think you have the right to talk down on me?
I actually have a job. I'm not just relying on Peter.
Your job isn't even remotely comparable to his. He's on the fast track to take over our dad's business.
Could you just get yourself together? You definitely won't be stepping a foot into our house if you're going to keep up this kind of attitude.
You say that as if I'm not already in your house.
What?
Peter already gave me a key. I've already brought all of my belongings and everything, so there's no point in trying to be all high and mighty now.
You two have got some nerve doing something like this behind my back.
Oh, come on, Angela. Don't be so ridiculous. You know what? How about I go ahead and take Peter's advice on how to deal with you?
What are you talking about?
He told me that I have permission to punish you if you started trying to make a scene out of me moving in.
Punish me? What does that even mean?
For starters, how about I go ahead and take some of the stuff in your closet from myself?
You'd better not. Quit acting like you own the place.
You sure do have a lot of clothes considering that you're leeching off of my brother. Maybe I should go and trade them all off.
Are you a burglar or something?
Oh, shut up. You're the one who's being difficult in the first place. How about I sell your shoes and purse, too? If it makes you feel any better, I'll keep anything that I can use and only sell the rest.
Please, just wait until we can talk this out. Just don't touch any of my stuff.
Oh, and I'm going to be changing the locks on the house.
What? Why?
Don't worry about it. I'll make sure to let Peter in.
And what about me? You're going to let me in, right?
If you apologize to me and start behaving yourself, then I'll consider it. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you.
We're getting divorced.
Is this why you haven't shown up to the house yet? Oh, you have got to be kidding me.
Kaylee wouldn't let me into the house. And she changed the locks.
Oh yeah, she told me about what happened. So why don't you just apologize to her like she wants? It's not that hard. It's your fault that you're too stubborn to even do that.
In what world should I have to apologize after the amount of inconvenience that she's caused me?
It's a stressful time for you. You know that.
Well, did you know that she sold off a bunch of my stuff? I had to call a bunch of stores around town trying to get everything back after I got off of work.
Oh, wow.
Luckily, I was able to get it all back after I explained to them what happened.
Why are you so worked up about it if you got everything back?
Because I've had enough! I'm going to make sure that she pays for what she's done.
Don't you think you could just apologize to her? I mean, all of the rest of your stuff is still over here. I don't see how you plan on getting back into the house and getting it all if you won't even apologize to her.
So you're going to try and hold my personal belongings hostage?
I'm just saying that you should probably apologize to her if you want things to resolve themselves. You know what? I'll make a group chat real quick and we can figure this out.
Just send an apology. And while you're at it, how about you make it a voice message?
I think that you should be the one apologizing, not me.
Excuse me?
You're the one who went out and sold all of my stuff, making the situation way worse than it ever needed to be. Family or not, you can't excuse that kind of behavior.
And who's the one who made me do it in the first place? Stop acting like you're the one in control of the situation here just because you're married to Peter.
Exactly.
Like I already said, we're done. I'm serious about the divorce. If the two of you want to live together, then I couldn't care any less.
It's not like you're going to be hurting my feelings. I've been thinking about leaving you anyway. I'd rather live with my sister than you any day of the week.
That's right. It's not like we want to live with you anyway if you're just going to try and break our family apart. If only you would have just apologized and things wouldn't have come to this.
Whatever.
It's not like I need you anyway. I'll just use the money that I earn to support the both of us.
Are you sure about that? Do you really think that you'll be able to?
Of course. Have you not been paying attention? I'm kind of important to my dad's company, and I've already been paying for the mortgage on top of daily expenses.
With your $700 paychecks? Except the mortgage alone is $1,500 a month. How are you so sure that you're able to pay the mortgage alone, let alone support someone else?
What are you talking about?
I know that you have me taking care of all of the house finances, but surely you at least knew how much you were bringing in a month.
Hold on a second. What are you talking about? You must be mistaken. Are you sure they weren't like $7,000 a month? I mean, you said it yourself. How would the bank even have let us take out a mortgage on the house if we weren't able to make payments on it?
Well, you were still salaried when we first applied, remember? So it wasn't a problem back then. You only started making less later on down the road.
But we've been making payments, right? So there's something not adding up here.
Do you need me to send you your pay stubs? I'm 100% certain that you've only been making about $700 a month.
You're kidding me.
Peter! world is she talking about? This can't be true, right?
You've got to know why your pay dropped so dramatically, right, Peter?
How should I know?
Because you got demoted to part-time and you've only been making $10 an hour.
You're working part-time?
Do you not even check your own account? You must have seen the amount coming in.
I thought that was just money sent by my dad personally as an allowance, and that my salary was going to your account since you were the one managing all of the money.
Why in the world would we be doing that? That'd be the most meaningless way of doing things imaginable.
I don't know. I'm in a unique situation, okay? Who knows how my dad likes his money to go to me?
What are you even saying? You couldn't even show up to work on time, and you've really pissed off your dad in the process. Who do you think was responsible for demoting you?
But I'm his son.
I think you should talk to your dad, to be honest. From what I've heard, you probably won't be making your way up at his business anytime soon. Let alone inheriting it, if you can't get your act together.
This can't be right. I'm his only son. Who else is going to if not me?
No one ever said that he has to give up his position to a relative.
Hold on a second. Peter, is it true? This isn't what you told me at all.
I'm sorry, Kaylee, just calm down.
You said that you had money. That's the only reason I agreed to help you in the first place.
Help with what exactly? What are you talking about?
Don't tell her anything. Just stay calm and I'll figure this out.
No! You wanted this divorce to happen, right? Well, we achieved that. So how are you planning on paying me for my help?
Kaylee, I'm serious. Stop. Not here.
What are you trying to hide? Spit it out!
I'm not hiding anything. It's just that, you know... Actually, I think this is all a big misunderstanding. How about we just try and work things out from the very beginning?
Huh?
Just set aside all of the divorce talk for a minute. We're all adults here. We can figure something out. I mean, Kaylee, you're an adult, right? You can surely figure some way to live on your own.
You've got to be kidding me. This was all your plan. You're the one who wanted me to move in so that she'd leave. Also, you can remarry with that woman you've been cheating on her with.
Excuse me?
Kaylee, are you stupid? Stop.
Are you? I needed this. I just got through my divorce and I'm financially ruined. I only did all of this because you said that you'd repay me for helping you out with your plan. What happened to the money I was promised?
We can talk about this later. Stop sending messages like that in the group chat.
I see what's happening here. You wanted me to divorce you so that you could remarry with someone else. And you used your sister moving in as a means to get me to leave on my own, right?
Just give me a second to think.
Well, I guess it worked. After the headache that you two put me through, I couldn't help but resent you and want to get divorced. I fell right into your trap.
Just forget about all of that, please. We can figure it out.
As if I'm just going to let everything that you did slide. And you planned on paying off your sister for doing all of this? Where were you going to be getting all of that money from?
Well, I saw your account books, and I know how much you have in your account.
You wanted to give away my savings?
Hey, I thought that most, if not all of it, was my money. I thought that I'd be getting most of it back when we ended up getting divorced.
Well, you're wrong. That's my money, and most of it is from before we were even married. In fact, because it's from before we were even married, there's no way that you'll be able to get a single dollar of it, no matter how hard you try during settlement.
No way! I'm pretty sure I'm still entitled to half.
Nope, it's all mine. You're the one who insisted on the prenup, remember?
Yeah, but... Oh, man.
So how about that apology, huh? You wanted me to apologize, but it looks like you're the one who should be apologizing. Not only did you cheat on me, but you put this whole scene together to get me to divorce you? You're unbelievable.
I didn't really mean it. I was just getting kind of carried away, you know? I was just trying to keep the situation under control and all.
I'm done entertaining you on this. I've got plenty to say, but I'll keep it concise. We're getting divorced, and I think that our correspondence here won't be doing you any favors. And I'll be coming after you for alimony, so let's see how far you can really stretch that $700 a month.
No, you can't do that.
Of course I can. And what about you, Kaylee? Where did you go? I know that you've been reading all of this.
I don't have anything to do with this. Whatever you guys do with your marriage has nothing to do with me. That's between you two.
Are you forgetting something important here? Part of your little scheme involved selling some of my belongings.
You don't really have to go there.
I think that you better pay back the store all the money that you got for selling my stuff. All $3,000 of it. I may have gotten my stuff back, but I heard they'd be pressing charges if they don't get their money back for selling them stolen goods. I already filed a police report when I went to get my stuff back. Unless you want a felony on your record, then I think that you'd better return the money. Okay?
And if I return it, then what will I have left?
Did you not get anything from your divorce?
No, as a matter of fact, I didn't. Why do you think that I needed money so badly?
How did the two of you end up this way when you have such nice parents?
Good point. We can just go to Dad and Mom and get things figured out.
Yeah, as long as they don't find out about the affair, then I'm sure that they'll help us out some way.
Don't get ahead of yourselves now. I thought that your dad would hate to find out that either of you got divorced. Don't you think that he's going to be absolutely livid when he finds out?
Well, we'll figure something out. We don't have to tell him the exact truth.
Oh, really? Sorry, but I actually just heard from your dad. He says he doesn't mind the divorce, or that Peter and I will be getting divorced. But he's appalled by the fact that the two of you both betrayed your spouses in the process. What do you think about that?
Wait, what do you mean Dad told you that?
Well, I stayed at your parents' house last night since you changed the locks.
You've got to be kidding.
Are you serious?
I am dead serious. And I've showed your dad everything that you two sent me over text.
Dad, if you're reading this, it's not how it looks. I have an explanation.
He says that you're fired.
Hold on, isn't that taking things a little too far?
You never show up on time, and you don't show up at all half of the time. And you leave before you're supposed to, like it's nothing. He says he doesn't have time to listen to employees like you who have no respect for the business.
I can't go unemployed. Anna is definitely gonna leave me if that happens.
Oh, so the lady you were cheating on me with is named Anna. Thanks for the confession. I'll make sure to have a talk with her as well.
Don't bring her into this. There's no reason to involve her.
You're truly terrible for everything that you've done. You're the one who involved her in this. If anything, I'm just doing the right thing by letting her know about all of this mess that she's involved in without even knowing.
So, do you think it'd be okay for me to head over there as well? To Dad's place?
I don't think so. He says that he's had enough with both of you and that he doesn't want either of you stepping a foot in his house again.
Hold on. That's definitely overreacting.
I'll do anything. Just forgive us.
I'm going to be talking to a lawyer about our divorce. I'll be looking to get my stuff back from you, and I'd appreciate it if you just hand it over the easy way. I'm really not in the right mind to deal with you right now, and I don't think that you want me forcing you to give it back. Just take it into consideration, because I will get it back, whether you decide to let me in or not.
Calm down. I'll let you in. Just chill.
Angela, calm down. You're not acting like yourself.
Anyway, you'll both be hearing from my attorney. Then finally, a few months later, things were settled. I was able to divorce Peter without issue. Thanks to all of the evidence of him having an affair and his attempt to defraud me, we were able to wrap things up relatively quickly. I got all of my stuff back and he ended up owing me money since I had been paying all of the bills without his support. And he was, of course, dumped by the person who he was cheating on me with. Kaylee ended up with $0 to her name after being forced to return the money she'd got selling my belongings. Now the two of them barely have any money left to their names, and they are forced to live together in that house. Apparently, they're both working 2 jobs to make payments on the house and pay for all of their necessities. From what I've heard from their parents, they've fallen into some amount of debt and are still struggling to make payments. It seems that it's going to take them a good amount of time to get themselves out of the hole that they've dug themselves into. I regret the time that I spent married to someone like that, but I'm glad that the two of them are paying for what they did to me. As for me, I've been living happily on my own since the divorce. In the end, it looks as if things have ended up in my favor, regardless of everything that they put me through. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.